All right, we're live.
Hi.
Did you survive Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was very quiet actually. It was not too shabby. When you get somebody that's sick, then you get to stay home and deliver salad to the family and say our apologies that
Uh,
people are sick. They did not go near this salad.
aha.
Oh,
No. So I got your pack on Wednesday.
yay. So, y'all, we have something very, very similar and yet different. So, Tim's got the holiday pack, and the only difference. Oh, I need to get a picture of that. Here, put it
Hold
up
on,
again. I want a
let me
picture of
throw
that.
I didn't turn everything so I could see the titles out.
Go ahead.
Um, I can just turn the titles real quick
Okay.
and see them. Oh, I thought we had the same one, but I guess
We
not.
almost. I will tell you exactly what the difference is and why I sent you what I sent you.
Uh-oh. So anyway.
I almost sent you this one and kept that one.
Oh, okay. So here we go.
All right. And let's get right there. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. I had to get a
So
picture.
what's the difference between them?
I have the Oregon Old Fashioned, and you have the Maple Old Fashioned.
I have an Oregon Old Fashioned.
What? You should have had a Maple or Old Fashioned. Ah, they sent you the wrong one.
Oh, well.
They were supposed to send you the holiday pack.
Well, it's a holiday pack to me.
I will let them know that you did not get what was ordered because I specifically ordered the holiday pack. So, y'all, this is from Straightaway. They are in Oregon and they have all sorts of goodies. In this case, we have quite a few options here. They come in this little pack. Right now, there is a holiday pack that will have a maple old fashioned instead of the old fashioned. So we have the Cosmos, Margarita, old fashioned or maple old fashioned, Lynx, or Lintic, sorry.
What the heck is Lintic?
The Swizzle, and the Negroni.
Okay.
So one of the most popular one is the Lintic. So this is very, very popular.
So are we going to start there? Or should we talk about what we had for Thanksgiving dinner? And what we have
let's talk about food. Food is always the go-to because food, hello.
All right. So I said to here's what happens at our house. When the kids come over, Gwen makes all this food, and then 90% of it goes home with the kids. And I don't get any leftovers. Now, during the normal part of the year, that's good because I'm not a leftovers guy. The one time a year that I want leftovers is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Christmas. I want some leftovers to munch on.
And you were denied?
So I had to tell the kids, all right, I need leftovers for Monday's podcast.
Did they go, aw, Dad?
Well, no, they tried to make me a dish, all right, but they left out some important things that matter to me. Number one, the stuffing that they left me was the oyster stuffing, which I'm okay with. I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
I like stovetop stuffing.
Really?
The original stovetop stuffing. That's the flavor of stuffing I like.
Okay.
You want to know how much of that is left?
None. Oh.
Okay. I got some turkey.
Okay.
Got some of the green bean casserole. Got some of the ham that was left over. Some potatoes and some mac and cheese.
Okay.
My one son Ruben, his partner, couldn't make it, so he sent up his was it a potato salad or a coleslaw? I can't remember. I think it was a potato salad.
Okay.
I had some of that again, but I think I ate most of it because I can't find it in the refrigerator. But we did have two versions of cranberry sauce. So
Okay.
we get whole cranberries and make the sauce here. I don't know about you. I
So
don't do that. I used to love. No, I love store bought jelly, but nothing's better than this.
right. Oh, I think one time I did make my own cranberry sauce. So the family got together at one of the nieces, and so the niece made a turkey. There was some stuffing because I did drop off the salad. So it was this beautiful salad that looked absolutely gorgeous. I layered it at the bottom so that when a lot of times when you get to the bottom, all the goodies that are on top are gone. So I did the mixing of the salad at the bottom, then all the goodies, then more of the greens, and then on top I separated all the goodies. So I put Honeycrisp apples that were all chopped up, blueberries, green onions, some celery, some orange bell pepper, some purple onion, some cherry tomatoes sliced in half, or the heirloom cherries, and avocado. So everything was just like all these beautiful colors. So that way, when it got mixed, there was still stuff at the bottom. Um, there was I did see that the cranberry was from a jar, because it still had the lines on it, and they were chopping it down, which is fine because I do like that stuff. And I didn't stay for dinner, so that's what was. And they did make a little to go. But what I did was that I made a ham from Kroger because I love their flamed ham.
Okay.
We made mashed potatoes. Actually, they also had a cauliflower casserole. And the roommate made this delicious mac and cheese. It's actually, there's chicken in there. It was like the bomb. He put so much cheese in there. It's absolutely delicious. And I'm like, I have to have some leftovers. I don't care what, but I need some of that. So some of the turkey from the family, mashed potatoes, the ham, and the green bean, and the mac and cheese. I had never had mac and cheese on my plate before, and the salad is missing because I've been eating salad after that. So this has been my leftovers. But this mac and cheese, oh my goodness!
So
Minced chicken in there. It had 3 different types of cheese, and then all melted and just delicious. And then the chicken was cooked and then shredded, and then everything mixed together.
yeah, I smoked my turkey. Did it in smoker
Uh-huh.
first time. So we did finish off the Bloody Mary mix from last week.
Is that not just
It was just great. It was just fabulous stuff. So the thing that I was so looking forward to was trying all kinds of different stuff. One of the things that one of our boys brought up was some sweet potatoes, or some not sweet potato, sweet meatballs.
Oh,
Now we had 2 soups, and I was going to try to heat one of the soups up to have tonight, but I didn't because the mushroom soup's gone. We had a mushroom and we had a squash soup. The mushroom soup was my favorite, and it's gone. That everybody ate that.
nice.
But if you took the mushroom and the squash soup and you had the meatballs with them, oh, they went very well with the soups.
Nice.
So little things that you didn't know. But what drink are we going to start with to open this up with?
Well, we had the Cosmos at the end, so I'm thinking Cosmos. This is a sweet, tart, and refreshing.
Yeah.
The margarita citrus smoke with a little bit of heat. The old fashioned is campfire, rich, buttery, elegant. Lintic is bright, zesty, and punchy. So we can probably do something like this together. And then the Swizzle, tropical, juicy, subtle spices. And Negroni is more of a bittersweet and boozy.
So the Lintic, I want to go with the Lintic to start because of the fact I don't know what this is. So I want to see it.
All right.
So I've got these ice poured.
Okay. And there's various ways of doing this. You can either leave it in the fridge, so that way it's in the fridge and nice and chilled. They do sell it in multiple sizes. This is the small size, the 50 milliliter, but they do have one that there's 4 drinks in there, and then you have the bigger bottles that you can find. Depending on,
I left mine in the refrigerator all day, but I still am going to chill it more.
yeah, there you go. The nice thing about Straightaway is that you can ship to multiple states. Now, depending on what state you are in, there are certain things that can't be shipped, but for the most part, you're going to be able to get just about everything.
Yeah.
But so the Lintic, it's gin, so gin aged over lemon peel, and then they have their own maple syrup, or excuse me, house made simple syrup and bitters. So this is going to be closer to maybe like I want to say a gin and tonic, maybe with.
I was going to go gin and tonic. No.
Yeah, so this is your gin and tonic right here.
So what I have on my plate that I think is going to go well with this is these potatoes.
Okay. So here in the back, you will see the Lintic name. Tag along for lightning, conjuring up this libation's electric nature. As in tradition, our own recipe infuses gin with lemon in this drink worthy of being struck by. So keep in the fridge, shake well, serve chilled and straight up or over ice.
I just put mine on ice a little bit. Again, I left mine in the refrigerator. I probably put it in there about noon today.
Okay.
All right. And but then I pulled it out a little bit early, so I got some ice here to put it with.
Nice.
It goes very well with your potatoes, but after tasting it again with the potatoes, I'm going to try it with some turkey.
That is a very refreshing, because I did a bite of turkey with potatoes with the Lintic.
Very much refreshing on your turkey or your potatoes. Now I'm going to add some tart to it and try it with my cranberry sauce.
Oh, I'm going to try it with my ham.
Wow. What was that punch we made over the summer? When you have this with the cranberry sauce, it reminds me of that punch we made over the summer.
Was it with cranberry juice? That's right.
Mm-hmm. So for something I didn't know what it is, I'm going to read more. And again, this very fine print on it, so I have a hard time reading that right now. But
so it does have a little bit of a punch with there is a slight sweetness to this flamed ham on the edge, because there was a little bit of that sugary, and so it brings out the punch of the gin in here. But it's not
the tartness of your cranberry sauce, or not cranberry, or grapefruit. And I know I love grapefruit, but you don't. It gives me that tartness of the grapefruit I love. Mm-hmm. But it's lemon, it's not grapefruit.
Yeah, without the flavor of grapefruit and without that junipery. That's my problem with most gins, is that they are juniper forward. And I just tasted from Trail's End.
Charlotte, yes, Charlotte, we are doing drinks tonight and leftovers. Hell yeah.
Yep.
So
that citrus forward is what makes this really yummy. And then that little bit of a punch, depending on what it is that you're eating, that gives it great flavor. So we got to try with the mac and cheese. The nice thing with this one is that you can pour it over ice and drink it slowly with dinner. That's the beauty of this particular drink. So that was pretty good. I like that.
Okay, so I cleansed the palate. Do we want to go with the Cosmos, or we want to do something else?
Yeah, Cosmos seems good. I want to leave the Negroni and the Old Fashioned for last.
Okay.
Definitely the Old Fashioned for last. I think Negroni second to last. Either one of those two. These two I think should be last because they are.
No problem. We're gonna put them last. We're gonna do this one next. Then we'll decide between the Swizzle or the Margarita after the Cosmos. So what is the Cosmos supposed to be? Vodka with natural flavors is what it says on there.
With lime. So this is your vodka with lime, lemon, and orange, homemade cranberry liqueur. You wouldn't think there's cranberry in there because of the lighter color of the Cosmos. But it's sweet, tart, and refreshing. So get some ice in here. And I went with my little glasses because they're just cute. And I get to use them. So, and you could always let it chill for a little bit.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to let it chill, but I think I'm trying to pick a food I want to try with it. Of course, I want to do turkey.
Yeah, I'm thinking turkey with the mashed potatoes is where I'm going to start. Because turkey and mashed potatoes. I'm making a mess here.
I get the feeling every one of these testers is, you know what I mean, which is a good plan. We did a good plan because every one of these testers is going to go well with Thanksgiving leftovers.
Now, the Lintic is 25% alcohol by volume.
Mm-hmm.
The Cosmos is also 25% alcohol by volume. So the ones that are going to be the most volume are the Negroni at 36 and the Old Fashioned at 41.5. The rest, 25%, the Margarita and the Swizzle also at 25% alcohol by volume. So it's
with green bean casserole as well.
I was going to ask you what you were going to have with the green beans.
I think I'm going to taste almost everything like green bean casserole because that was a.
So ham.
Goes better with the ham than the turkey. It was good with the turkey, don't get me wrong, but it goes better with the ham than the turkey.
Yeah, this one, one of the things that I noticed was that with the Lintic, the ham, the sweetness of the ham just pulled the punch out of this one. That was felt. With the Cosmos, it blended really nicely. I felt the citrusy on my tongue, that lemony, almost like when you're having the rind of a lemon or an orange, where it has that slight tartness, but not too tart, just enough to go, I can taste that. That's yummy. But there's a sweetness in there. So the sweetness of the ham paired well. Then because of the sweetness of the ham, the tartness came out.
Yep.
But either way, very refreshing. Very nice on that. So got to have some of the mac and cheese. That is very nice.
If I was to compare the Cosmos and the Lincoln, I'll still take the Lincoln. Lintic, yeah, it's still to me it's better.
Okay. All right. Very nice on that one. The reason that I got introduced to Straightaway, besides them being in Southeast Portland, and I've driven in front of it multiple times, is that during COVID, my Women Who Whiskey and we got together, and it was, hey, we're going to do a tasting. So that is something that I'm going to be talking to Straightaway to see if we can do a tasting for all of you out there listening to us, have you order your little variety pack and have them come in to explain in more detail about each of the making of each of these drinks, because I think that'll be so much fun. This will be like a little teaser for what could come in first quarter of next year. But it was great to have it. It was during the summer. I laid everything outside because it was just a beautiful day. So sat in the patio, got my laptop out, got all the stuff out, had food out. And it was just a great time to just taste something new and have all these different women from across Oregon and Washington having a tasting that was something completely different. And it wasn't just whiskey related. It was just deliciousness of a local distillery. So yeah, check them out, y'all.
Cool.
All right.
It would be so nice because I know some of our listeners, like like Robert, he's in Canada, but it would be nice if a lot of our listeners who could get it and do it with us.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be fun. And even if it's after the fact, y'all, if you say, oh, I didn't get it on time, go back, listen in. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's it. Listen in. That's a good reminder. You can listen in or watch the YouTube video of the episode. All right, if you go and order these and then taste it along with our comments and see if it's something that you agree with what I found, or you found,
Yeah, and then give us your comments. Tell us what you think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you go, I really like this, but didn't like that? That's why we've said, these tasters, when you taste something small, when you're not sure, go with the taster and then decide what is it of them that you like the most and then get that one. Because that's the only way you're going to know is if you taste it, but not wanting to buy a big bottle. You're like, what if I don't like it? So this way you get to taste something different. We were at the mall, got Sean to the mall. Imagine that. And he says to the lady, well, do you have any of the perfumes that are various, the small ones? She goes, yeah, we don't carry that. We're like, okay. And so we're walking around and what do we see? This long packet that had like a dozen different samplers. And it's like, yeah, they do. So Macy's, I think, yeah, you're so focused on getting them to sell, or maybe that product needs to sell that they don't say, hey, yeah, here's what you have over here is what you're asking for. So that was quite amusing.
Well, yeah, it is interesting how some companies have gotten away from the sampler idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I don't know if I'm going to like something, that's going to be harder to make a sale because, well, I don't know that I want to spend whatever it is if I don't know what it's going to taste like or what it's going to smell like or whatever it is.
And I think, for the average person who goes out to the liquor store to get their alcohol, all right, for the party or for the week, if you've never gone to a distillery, to a winery, all right, to a brewery that does beer, and taste it from the brewery, taste it from the distillery, taste it from the winery, you never understand what you never really get a good idea of what wines taste like. To me, again, I spent 5 years as a barista at Starbucks where I learned to tap into my taste buds.
Right.
And then I met a wife who wants to go to wineries. So now I go to wineries, and I fell in love with going to wineries. The bad part about it was I think during the pandemic, we stopped into one distillery. And from then on, now it's distilleries. All right. And that's it. Because I go to these places and I taste. Well, now when I walk into, Total Wine or Goody Goody or, whatever the liquor store is, I know what I'm looking for. So when I walk down the bourbon aisle, all right, I walk past the name brands that everybody gets because they're focused. People are focused on what they see on TV. I don't look at what's on TV. I look at by reading some of the ingredients now that they have in it because I've been to the distilleries and tasted what they put into it.
Because that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And if you can find it, I mean, if you're at a restaurant and there's something that you like, if you have a great bartender, you can tell them, this is what I normally drink, XYZ, and then they'll recommend, then I have this for you. Even if they have what you drink, if you want something different, they will find something that is along your taste buds just by letting them know what you like. And if you're not sure, then you can give them something else. You can say, you know what, I really like lemonade, but I don't know what I want, or I like iced tea or whatever it is that you normally drink. They will find a really good bartender will find a distilled spirit that or a cocktail that will be up your alley. Because
Right.
sometimes I don't know what I want. It's like, I'm not sure. It just surprised me,
Yeah. So let's go on. Let's move on to our next set, which is the margarita and the swizzle.
Okay.
And I know what a margarita is. What's swizzle?
So a swizzle is rum.
Okay, so we're going to start with the swizzle then, because this is, I already know what I should taste in a margarita. So I don't know what I'm supposed to taste with a swizzle.
Oh, if I can only open it, let me use my my man. This one is
Ooh, it's got an orange look to it.
yeah. I'm trying to find a good cloth that I can use it to open. It is closed.
That tight?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Whew. Man, that took a moment. Okay.
Okay,
So
this here reminds me. I always love it when something reminds you of an experience you've had in life. This reminds me of the night that I went out with Andy and Gina from Craig's Mastermind. Andy and Gina from Florida, and Andy's passed away now. But we went out. I was down in down in the area, and Andy said, "Come on, let's go to our house. We'll pull the boat out, and we'll go hang out for the night on the boat." And we got there, and his boat didn't work, or his battery was dead on his boat. So his neighbor was just leaving on the boat and said, "Why don't you just come with us?"
Nice.
So we hopped on the boat. First stop we did was a local bar on the waterway, and we pull up, we tie off, we walk up to the bar, and we get rum runners. That's what this sitting on that place having rum runners with Andy and his neighbor. That's what this reminds me of.
Nice.
And I remember that night because we went out through the passageway out into the ocean, and we were probably a mile out from from Fort Lauderdale, looking at the city from a mile out. All right, and just out there, and I'm like, man, I'll never forget that night. It was a fun night. This reminds me of that night.
So this is your rum, passion fruit, pineapple, and their house-made. Is it Philemum? But this, when I first tasted it, it reminded me of mango, the taste of a mango. But I think that's just a combination of that passion fruit and the pineapple. Very, very fruity, tropical.
Okay, you said mango. Mango is small pond and big game of life. Where is that from?
I know I've heard it and I can't remember.
Blazing Saddles. Mango.
Yes, we don't need no stinking badges.
No, that was in that movie, but Mongo was the big guy who, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to taste mine with some turkey.
It went well with the turkey. I really liked it. I'm moving on to mac and cheese. Oh, because while you were telling the story, I had to taste it with the turkey. And sometimes the little things bring you back memories. I mean, it could be whatever it might be. Somebody says something, you smell something, you see something, you do a double take. Whatever it is, it brings back memories. And that's part of the beauty of trying different experiences, is that you might get a reminder of something else, or something else will remind you of that experience. So right. It's all a matter of trying new things. So mac and cheese is next.
That's where I'm going next. To me, really good with the turkey. Let's try it with Ann's mac and cheese.
I think I liked it better with the turkey.
All right.
Yeah.
So Ann put a little spice into our mac and cheese. And me, I really love that because it matches the spice. It puts sweet to the spice.
Okay, there you go.
So, and that's only because there's spice in the macaroni and cheese. If it was just regular macaroni and cheese, I would see how you would go, you know what I mean? But it's because I have a little spice behind it. like a peppery spice.
Okay.
So
Now with the ham, I think because of the when I think of ham, I think of brown sugar and pineapple, a little bit of sweetness with the savory of the pork. I
yeah,
think that's why I like it with the ham because it has that nice citrusy, tropical flavor, pineapple-y, along with the ham. I think that goes well.
yes.
Ooh, I would think of adding this. Oh my goodness. Imagine taking this and making it into a little syrup and using it to mop on top of the ham.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I think this would
You
be
know what I think I might do with the rest of this bottle is I've got a pork loin or a pork roast that I'm going to do in the smoker. I may make this part of the brine to soak it in.
there you go. I think that will go very well. All those yeah, that'll go nicely. I think I like that.
Yeah. So very good on that one. Let's see what else I want to taste this with here. I don't know. I'm gonna go on a wing here, but I really think I don't think it's a match for this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Is the cranberry?
Yeah, I think the cranberry will be a little too tart.
Yeah. Let me rinse out on that one.
Yeah. One of the other things y'all can do, pour it in a shaker with some ice, shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, and then just out into either a cute glass, either one of my favorite glasses with a big cube, or just a big glass by itself, or do the small glasses, those fun ones that are just fun to have, and put it on your plate as you're having a charcuterie board, or just small bites. Those are fun. Those are definitely fun. Or put it into a pretty wine glass, or martini glass. I think these will go well with a lot of those fun glasses, because there's so much you can do with it, so much you can play with, dress it up, just have it neat, after you've chilled it. It definitely has to be, all of these definitely have to be cold. That's going to be important.
Yeah, that's why like I said, I'm still stirring mine up. So
yeah.
So to me, the swizzle, there's a lot of things I think I could do with that. All right. And I think like again, I could easily pour that on food and make, cook my ham in the smoker, or probably pour it over a turkey or a chicken and do it.
Oh my goodness. So. Yeah. Oh, a chicken. I think definitely. I'm thinking chicken or pork would be my two favorites for that.
Yeah.
Make it very very fresh. Really, this to me, even though it is more of a summertime drink, I think right now is a good way to have it.
No, I would think of this as drink it with a holiday. Maybe putting some holiday, shall we say, decorations on it, but it tastes like
I was thinking of warming it up instead of cold. That would make it very fall winter-esque. I think this one would be warm. Yeah, warm.
Wait a minute. Not only warm it up, all right, but add a little bit of apple cider.
Yeah, I think that would pair well. We're gonna have to play with it. I think I might still have some. Oh no, we just ran out of cider. I bought a new jug of, this one was Pink Lady, not the Cosmic Crisp, and it's already gone. It was gone in like 2 days.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what else that would go with? It would be too fruity though, is putting in a little bit in your eggnog. Well, it might be too fruity for the eggnog though.
Yeah, eggnog, you need something strong. Yeah, eggnog, because it's so thick, you need something with a little bit of a punch to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe not so. But,
hey, you can always just a little glass and add a little bit and see how you like it.
You can always try. That's why you get the sampler, so you can try it.
and use the
All
small
right.
glass. Don't make a big glass, and then you're like, oh, I didn't like it, and then you toss it, or I just wasted money. No, try a little bit. That's what they're for.
Okay. I've actually poured the margarita in mine.
Okay. So a little bit of margarita. So margarita, of course, tequila and mezcal. So again, you're marrying two different things that go well together. So orange liqueur, agave. Agave is like your almost like a simple syrup, if you will, only it's smokier. Habanero and mango syrup, which is your citrus portion, even though it's not citrus, but I guess it's your fruit that you would use in a margarita, even though it's a little bit different, and lime juice and sea salt. So this is one that you can dress up the rim of your glass before pouring it in. A little bit of lime juice to wet the edge, and then get some tajin. Put that on the edge, and then put some ice, pour it in there, and you got margarita on the rocks. It's got some. You can actually smell the mango in there. Oh my goodness!
I can smell. I can pull all smells. All right, and separate them. By the way,
Wow.
like
The
I can,
habanero.
if I'm thinking tequila, I can smell the tequila. If I'm thinking, you know what I mean. If I'm thinking fruit, I can smell the fruit. It's like this is it.
It's really yummy. So it was, to me, I tasted the mango first, and then when I tasted it, the habanero hit me right here. I could taste it. So that was really yummy. So we're gonna
Really good with turkey.
some.
And I think that's the saltiness of your tequila that makes it good with the turkey. So should go the same with ham.
That habanero, it's got a little bit of a kick. It's not spicy. It's just got a little bit of a kick. You just taste it right here.
Like the swizzle, it brings out your fruitiness when you eat it with the ham.
I had a little bit of the mac and cheese with it.
No.
I like the mac and cheese. I think I liked it better with turkey, but with the mac and cheese, it was good.
Yeah, I like it better with turkey, but I want to stick some of the gravy in and try it with my gravy.
Oh, wow. The ham just in my mouth. It went, whoo, I tasted it in. So you have that sweetness of the ham that just is delicious. And then you have a little bit of the margarita, and it tones down the habanero because of the sweetness, but it just like on my tongue, it just went poof. I can taste it. That was pretty yummy.
Green bean casserole. Nah.
I liked it.
When you taste something that the food tastes better than the drink, it's drowning it out.
Right.
All right. It should pair to the point you want to do the two together, not have one over the other.
I liked it best with the turkey and mashed potatoes. Second was the mac and cheese. And I was even though it didn't in my mouth, I would prefer it with the turkey. And that's my thought on that one.
Yeah, to me, the best thing that went with this one is the turkey.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hands down, I would love to have this with turkey. And like, it's probably because I smoked my turkey too. All right. You got to figure it's got this smokiness. It's going to give it more of a Southwest taste, which always goes well with a tequila drink.
Right.
Your Southwest foods are always going to pair well with a tequila type drink.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, especially because of the spices that are being used, the style of cooking. I mean, there's a lot of different things that goes along with that, but definitely, yeah, I agree with you on that. Thus far, which was the one that you like the most that you would want to sit and sip on?
So of the 4 we've done so far, I want to say I would probably want to sit and sip on either the Swizzle or the Lintic.
Even though I like the Swizzle, I'm like between the Cosmos and the Lintic.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about them that are just nice. The Swizzle is nice. That one is I want to know what else to do with that one. That one there, it's just there's something about
so if we broke this down into pairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should have put the Cosmos and the Margarita together. And the Swizzle and the Linton together, because to compare those two.
Okay.
And I'll go back to it after we do these last 2. I think I might go back and try that, putting the 2 of them side by side. And this is what I love about it. For us, we're trying to get through 6 things in an hour podcast.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I can continue drinking.
Yeah, right. See if you notice how much of it
I've not even done that much. Like every one of them. We turn it to the camera. See, every one of them, I've done very little because I want to go back, and then after we've tasted all of them, I'll go back with the one I like the most, and I'll put that in and finish off the plate.
And that's the whole purpose of these little guys, is try them, just sip on them. I remember doing Whiskeys of the World 11 tastings, and I'm like, that's a lot of whiskeys. And so I had these like the little tasters from that you do like a liqueur after dinner liqueur where it's just a little bit. So I had 12 of them, but pulled 11 of them out. And that way I was sipping on each one because I did not want to just drink. I wanted to be able to taste it and then maybe have the 4th one and go back and pair the 4th one with the first one. It's like, okay, I had this one as I like the most. Now that I like this one, which one do I like better? And so it allows you to keep everything separate. It allows you to not have to drink all of it when you're completely separating them in different little glasses. So that can be a fun thing to do also, if you have those small glasses.
See, here's what I did too, to separate every one of them. I've used the same cup, but I take and I put a fresh set of ice in. When I'm done, I put a little bit of my San Pellegrino in. I shake it around, sip it, the San Pellegrino, and then I dump it. So I thought about this ahead of time, going, you know what? I'm going to want a dump pail to rinse out. I'm going to want to rinse out in between each tasting, and I'm able to do it with a water cup and tasting cup. So,
and I've been doing the same thing, y'all. Great minds think alike. We're right there.
But if we weren't tasting and we were just going to sit and drink, we would have 1 cup, but we would just sit here and probably pour the whole bottle of it over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's that size that it's 1 drink. So anyway,
this is 1 drink, y'all. If you're, you can do 2 drinks out of it, but truly it's 1 drink.
Well, for most of our listeners, it's 1 drink. For you and I, it might be a half a drink. Let's face it.
When we're having
sip a little more alcohol than the average person, but we sip. We don't guzzle alcohol. So
and that's the thing. Knowing that we were going to do 6, we're definitely not going to pour the whole thing, because we want to be able to enjoy all 6 of them and compare them, and then decide: do I want to drink another, or do I not, or which one do I want right now, or do I save it for another day? And
here's the thing we forgot to put in this. Ice cream. I think I have some vanilla ice cream in my freezer, and I'm betting every drink we had has gone with vanilla ice cream. I guarantee it.
A Swizzle. Oh my goodness. This one would be good on vanilla ice cream. Oh.
No. Imagine putting your ice cream and then pouring it over it.
That's what I mean. This would go well with your ice cream. Just pouring the Swizzle on the ice cream. Oh. Yeah. And now I've seen so many. Red Robin has an adult milkshake that has Blue Moon beer in it. So I'm thinking, making a vanilla milkshake with some Swizzle, or just putting some Swizzle, a swizzle of Swizzle on top of your vanilla ice cream. this would be yummy. I think of all of them, this is the one I would pour over ice cream, most definitely. Yeah. All right, so we have the Negroni and we have the old fashioned, and you should have had the maple old fashioned. Dang it!
All right, so because we don't, all right, the old fashioned's last. I picked.
Yeah, perfect.
So that means we're going with Negroni next.
Negroni. All right, so Negroni is your again. Oh my goodness, tightness. Your gin, crimson snap, and sweet vermouth.
Oh,
that smells really yummy. That's so funny that we both went for the smell on this one first.
well, when you open it, it gave me a waft of it. I'm telling you, because I was opening it so close to my face, I could smell it.
Look at that color.
Yeah, this has got the look of a nice dark bourbon.
Just a delicious smell. Ooh, there's a sweetness, a bitter sweetness to it. It's got a little bit of smokiness in there, a little bit of sweetness, but at the same time, it's this little
That's
bit
it. That's it. This I had a smoky. The people who do the smoky drinks, they take an old fashioned and they put the smoke enhancer over it. That's it. When you said the smoky, that's exactly what I'm smelling. Oh my gosh, yeah. And how many times have you had that in a restaurant where they bring it out and it's the whole presentation, and then they pull that dome off, and the waft of smoke and the alcohol just hits you, and you're like, without it, you haven't even tasted it yet, and the smell has just enhanced your taste bud.
The first time that happened to me was in Washougal. It was after I saw a client. I was tired. I knew I had a long drive home, so I just wanted to relax and have dinner before I left. So I ordered an old fashioned, and there was a smoky old fashioned, and that's exactly what they did. Is that they smoked it, and they had the little dome, and then pulled it off, and it was like, oh my goodness. And then I had a delicious dinner and had some tea with my dinner because I knew I had a 2-hour drive home. But it was like that initial beautiful smell of the drink with that smokiness. And I saw a little smoker thing that I'm like, ooh, I want that. So yeah. It's in the wish list in Amazon right now.
I'm going backwards on this. I'm doing the ham before I do the turkey.
Okay.
And something about this wanted to make it feel like a smoked turkey.
I think it's going to go well with
I felt like a smoked ham. So, and I'm looking for since I've got by the way, I got a smoker a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was a grill guy at my old condo. I had a grill, which is a gas grill. All right. In order to get the smoke flavor on a gas grill, you've got to buy pellets, you've got to buy a dish, you've got to get all this stuff to do that inside to get the smoke flavor. In a smoker, you get the fire going with charcoal, and then you just add the wood that you want the smoke to infuse into it. Mm-hmm. My favorite by far right now is cherry wood. Mm-hmm. Everything I'm doing with cherry wood is just awesome. I threw in with the turkey a little bit of hickory, a little bit of cherry. I am almost out of cherry, but I still have some hickory left, and I have a full bag. I've not tried apple yet, right? Wood. But with the smoker, I'm now looking at what are these things I can do with the smoker, and I'm like, I want to do a ham because I did a ham on the grill. I want a rotisserie. I want to do a ham in the smoker, but I want to find an uncured ham, cook it in that smoker, slow and low all day long. Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious. With the ham, this one, that bitterness, that's bitter sweetness just came out. Mm-hmm. You have the sweetness of the ham, and the Negroni just goes, boom. Here's the bitterness. Here's your gin. Here's your little bit of tartness. Here it is. That one is.
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to tell you, I'm putting my turkey because I just had a piece of my roll in the. No. I put my turkey in the gravy, because the saltiness in my gravy is
Okay.
kicking the smoke in this drink.
Wow. With the mac and cheese, it kind of gave it a little bit of a, whew, right here. That's where I tasted it.
I know. Same spot. Everything I'm eating. I'm sitting on a patio with a fireplace going right now, baby, in my mind.
This is really nice. It's so interesting because I'm finding different flavors, especially with the food we're having. Summer versus fall. These are delicious. I mean, they were really good in the summer. Having them with fall flavors, fall food, weather, this is very yummy. I really like it. I really do.
Okay. You can't go wrong with this drink. Everything. I just had cranberries. It smokes my cranberries.
Very yumminess. So this way you get your bar in a, they do have a bar in a bag or bar in a, where you get everything you need
Mm-hmm.
in a bag. And this is the beauty of it, is that this is a way where you can serve a delicious drink and you're the bartender. And they're like, oh my goodness, this is the best drink ever. And you go, oh, well, this is your rum with some passion fruit, what have you. It's like, hey, you're making it seem like, hey, you mixed that drink. Well, you did. You mixed it with ice. They don't need to know you didn't mix all the things. But here's a great way to have a cocktail ready to go. All you have to do is chill it, some ice, put it into a pretty glass, put a little flour on it, put a rim on the glass, with whatever it is, whether it be sugar, salt, tahini, a little bit of the powdered chili, whatever you want on, or salt, whatever you want to add to it to make it look pretty without having to mix the drink. So the drink's already made for you. Now it's just you making it look pretty, because that's part of the fun of it.
So
Absolutely.
we've got one more left. Ready?
Old fashioned.
You already got yours open.
I poured it. It's open and poured. It's just waiting.
Because I'm still so hung up on that last one. That's my favorite as of right now. But I'm an old-fashioned guy, so let's see. Oh, I got the orange out of that smell.
Had you had the maple old fashioned, you would have gotten some Vermont maple syrup in there, some caraway bitters, and some bourbon. But because you have the Oregon old fashioned, you have the rye whiskey.
Wait a minute. I'm not a big rye guy, so let's see.
It's got a little bit of campfire in there, a little smokiness, but at the same time, it's a little nutty. It's yummy. There's a sweetness in there.
This is a macaroni and cheese.
Great place to start. Definitely mac and cheese.
And it's like it takes the macaroni and cheese and melts more butter into it. And it's that flavorful nuttiness in the drink that it makes it feel like you just poured more butter. I mean, come on, you can never go wrong with more butter.
Right? Butter is good. Especially, when you're trying to watch your cholesterol, butter and mayo and stuff like that is delicious. Okay. Oh, wow.
Same thing with the turkey. It's like
This it makes it almost smoky. It may, at least on my end, and I do not have a smoked turkey. So to me,
no.
the flavor of the turkey made it gave it a little bit of smokiness in there, a little bit of the sweetness. Oh my goodness, that came out very nice. I like that. So moving on to the ham.
Again, all right, we're taking that smokiness, all right, and it is. It's okay. Have you ever been to? I'm not the biggest fan of this, but there's a steakhouse down here called Saltgrass Steakhouse.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I remember going to Saltgrass back in 2001. I was in Houston, and after I had done the work that I needed to do, and I had gone out to out and about, and then I was starving, so I stopped by Saltgrass and had this huge steak that was the size of my head, and it was melted in my mouth. It was like melted like butter in my mouth. Delicious.
Yeah, you know how they put butter on their steaks. Now, I'm not a fan of butter on steaks. All right, although it is good, I like mine differently. Okay, nothing wrong with it. Right. But that buttery melt, I'm not talking the butter, I'm talking the buttery melt that goes into the steaks. That's what this drink does to everything on this plate.
It gives it this, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's like melting. It's like melting the butter on that steak.
That was delicious. I absolutely loved it with everything that I tasted. It's like, oh, one of each, please. Yes. This is yumminess in one bite and in one drink.
This is what defines, though, a good drink. Is you've got a meal. All right. In this case here, we just had Thanksgiving, which is all about the meal at Thanksgiving. When you have a drink with your Thanksgiving, you want something that goes with everything on your plate. And Thanksgiving is a tough time to do that because you've got so much on your plate.
Right.
To me, this old fashioned and the Negroni, all right, the two of them are a Thanksgiving. They're to me, that's two Thanksgiving drinks because they will go with anything on your plate. Yep, right there. There you go. So, hold on, I got the information here, but I want you to tell people where they can get it.
Go to straightaway.com. So Straightaway, go to Straightaway.
Straight, the word straight, the word away.com. Yep.
It even gives you what's on it. So I just looked right now, and it says Oregon Old Fashioned rye whiskey, simple syrup, bitters of filbert and fir, and it's Straightaway. That's the name of the distillery. Yeah, this one. So what they wanted to do is bring a little bit of the Pacific Northwest into their bitters. So, they used everything local to Oregon. And it says, tradition has it that one's first old fashioned should be served by a friend. So here we are serving you your first old fashioned. If you get it from Straightaway, your friends here at Like the Way You Drink, they're pouring it for you as are the Straightaway folks. They're Straightaway. Locally owned. They're, I did a tasting there during the summer, and they give you, when you have a tasting, a flight, they have food that's paired with each of the drinks. That is like you're on the Lazy Susan. You just go on to the next one and the next pairing. So they are really good with the pairings and the foods and their drinks. They are very proud of what they do. They were also one of the ones that made a lot, amongst other distilleries, but they were the first ones. They started with the alcohol disinfectants. that they made for the city of Portland. So they made these big jugs of the hand sanitizer for the city of Portland. They are in downtown Portland and southeast Portland, so it's just over the river from the Willamette River. So just across from downtown Portland is where they're located. A lot of women running that place, so they are definitely always looking for what can we do to make everybody feel welcomed.
All right, so wow, it has been a fun-packed hour. We're at an hour already.
Thank you all for being here with us.
Yeah. Yep, and we've had quite a bit of numbers watching the people come in and watch us live tonight, as well as many of you who download the show. I appreciate you. If you're watching the show and you want to help us, subscribe to, where you get your podcast, whether it be look for Like the Way You Drink. We're on Apple Podcast. We are now on iHeartRadio. Oh God, sorry. Spotify. All right. Many different places we are on the web. Our YouTube channel, we'd appreciate it if you subscribe. All right, at Like the Way You Drink on YouTube, as well as our Facebook at Like the Way You Drink. So
yeah, and make sure when you do youtube.com/do the @ at Like the Way You Drink.
Yep.
It's going to make a difference. The @ in there. Find us on YouTube, Facebook. But YouTube, we are trying to get to 100 subscribers. We're slowly but surely getting there. Please help support. Please send it to your friends. There is a free giveaway. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be giving away some vacations in there, thanks to our friend Cindy, who has graciously donated. So please like us on there. On YouTube as well as on Facebook, and follow us on your favorite podcast platform, if you will.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for being here. I am Gladys Boutwell with Insurance by Design. I am helping small business owners with their employee benefits in Oregon, Washington, and California. You can find me at insurancedesignpros.com. Let me know how I can help. If you have questions on your benefits, it doesn't matter what state. Guess what? I will find you somebody in your state if I can't take care of you, but I will definitely answer your questions. And this is my co-host.
Hey guys, Tim Gillette here. All right, Simple Easy Marketing. You can find out more about me at timgillette.com or simpleeasyevents.com. We host things to help people make the marketing of their business online both simple and easy. And when I say simple and easy, I mean it's so that your clients, those potential people who are trying to find you, you want to make it easy and simple for them to find you, get to know you, and buy from you faster. So that's what we do. We help you do that. So go search us, all right, and search Gladys and I here on Like the Way You Drink. That's likethewayyoudrink.com, Like the Way You Drink podcast, Like the Way You Drink YouTube, Like the Way You Drink. Yeah, we're everywhere because we like the way we drink.
That's right.
So should
and you should too.
Yeah, you should too. All right, guys, we will see you next week where we have another show planned. We just don't know what it is yet.
We will keep you in suspense.
Yep. See you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.